Drug prevention requires a comprehensive and long-term view. Unfortunately, in most cases, this is not possible. Short-term funding and demands for quick solutions make long-term approaches difficult to implement. Hence, evaluation of drug prevention should focus on quality standards and on stopping practices that clearly do not work. International transferability of prevention activities has proven useful and feasible. Cooperating across sectors in prevention can produce significantly more impact. Increased variety of drugs and diversity of users groups requires a comprehensive and flexible response. Therefore, effective cooperation between law enforcement, social and health services is the key to successfully tackling drug-related problems. Drug treatment is still to a large extent based on tradition and belief. It's time to put the principles of knowledge-based medicine and the human rights perspective to the forefront in developing treatment guidelines. High rates of relapse have shown the limited effect of sanctions in deterring drug use and related crime. This has led to alternative options to imprisonment, in particular by providing treatment instead of prison. How can evidence be gathered to prove that drug treatment can make a difference? Some studies show that treatment can lead to significant reductions in reoffending and acquisitive crime falling. Fundamental divisions between health and criminal justice systems are still apparent in Europe. The Pompidou Group was at the forefront in addressing ethics and human rights issues in drug policies. As a result, the group explored specific ethical issues in current drug policy approaches. Member states are now provided with guidance on drug testing at school and in the workplace. New insights are presented on ethical dilemmas emerging from new drug-proofing methods. An example is vaccination against cocaine, currently under clinical trial in several countries. The results of this work provide valuable and reliable information intended to help national authorities to take decisions. Their application can avoid infringements of fundamental rights when applying and developing interventions. Attempts to develop more coherence between policies on licit and illicit drugs were surveyed in 17 countries. We now start to have a better understanding of the implications of diversion policy approaches and the benefits of coherent policies on psychoactive substances. Improving the interaction and communication between policy and research continue to be a priority of the Pompidou Group during the last years. It continues to be an overall priority reflected in many activities. Cooperating with the European Society for Social Drugs Research has created new insights into the links between policy development research methods and patterns of drug use. As a practical tool, the Pompidou Group has set up an online register of who does what in drug research in Europe. Law enforcement agencies at airports play a significant role in reducing the supply in drugs and drug precursor products. Concealment and trafficking techniques change constantly. International information exchange and passenger profiling are the essential elements to increase effectiveness of responses. Airport crime requires constant awareness. Also, airport staff can be involved in criminal activities related to drugs. The Pompidou Group is also tackling the increased use of small aircraft and airfields in drug trafficking. The Pompidou Group Training Initiative in 2010 linked policy, research and practice through training for drug policy managers. This unique format of executive training provides know-how and helps to build capacities. It's an important contribution for more effective implementation of drug policies. Participants explored obstacles and opportunities. Ways to further improve drug policy delivery are also explored. Expert input provides tools and guidance for practical application. This stands for Experience and Assistance Network, a European network providing experience and assistance for intersectoral cooperation at frontline level. It was created by the Pompidou Group in response to a proposal by the Finnish European Union presidency in 2007. EXASnet provides a cooperation mechanism for practitioners in law enforcement, health and social services tackling drug problems. It incorporates frontline partnerships from across Europe. EXASnet is unique in being a direct link that provides knowledge and experiences about good practice in real time to policymakers. The Pompidou Group's capacity to facilitate dialogue between Europe and its neighbouring regions through cooperation is demonstrated in the cooperation network in the Mediterranean region on drugs and drug addiction. MEDNET has increased its membership from 5 to 11 countries. In addition to the broad range of capacity building activities, feasibility studies on setting up monitoring centres were conducted. School surveys were also organised and the first MEDNET high-level conference was held. Life skills pilot training programs were implemented in Ukraine and Lithuania. The idea is to introduce healthy lifestyles into the school curriculum. Life skills training is a methodology to teach children to resist negative influences and build resilience. The training materials were translated and adapted into different languages. Multipliers were trained to further disseminate the methodology. Life skills-based programs are now recognized as being among the most promising prevention methods approaches.